been in and out my mind since I hit your phone. I've been counting up the times that I did you wrong. I just want you by my side when I get real gone. Feel it's been a little while since we got along, yeah. We've been playing stupid games, the situation rotates. And they say communication, safe relations, okay. Medicated, how I'm patient, wasting time ain't the way. Cause I can see it on your face. I've been tossing, turning, staying up all night long. I've been calling, yearning, wondering what I did wrong. I could tell by your eyes, you got something to hide. So open your mind up, let me inside, and let's make it right. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I'm only picking up what you're putting down. You'll be tripping, I don't know what about. So what's the problem right now? I've been in
and welcome, welcome on in, everyone. Welcome on in. I can't believe it's already been like, gosh, already been so. Oh, thanks so much, checking. Hi, DaiShimaVT. Welcome on in. I greet everyone in. I can't believe it's already been 6 months here. Just, time are flying, and my voice will get. Hold on, let me drink water. Welcome on in, Alpha OC, Diolix. My voice will warm up as we get going. Kyra, Diolix, Kyra, Phoenix Fire, welcome on in. Bennett, welcome on in. DaiShimaVT, welcome on in. I'm a little tilted, yes. I've seen some other VTubers doing this. It's like, oh, I could be big. I could be big. Thanks for checking in, Travis. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I got my coffee. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. We are just doing a little bit of... my hair! Ow. We're doing a little bit of Q&A here while we... No, just talk about how... I just can't... So I moved here to Japan, like, the beginning of the year, and stuff pretty much right away didn't go as toward the plan. I know, right, Travis? I haven't used my just chatting screen in so long. Just like this, no other stuff on here. I actually, so DaiShimaVT, I don't have a Switch 1 or 2. I have not played Breath of the Wild. I've considered emulating it, but no, I have not played. Gosh, the last Nintendo game I played was like a while ago. I haven't had a Nintendo console since like the Wii. Okay, so here's the thing, Bennett saying, thinking about like, it's like, it's not diverse. I think it's right. I haven't really had an issue with racism the way you're thinking. Even my black friends here in Japan have said like the racism here isn't. I mean, it's just like you're Japanese or you're foreigner. It's a little different, and even then, it's not racism like you'll get in the States. Honestly, once you get situated in Japan, it's not too bad. I just haven't been able to reach that spot, that place. Like, I am still hiding advice, Jay. Welcome on, Jay. I have not been able to, like, reach Big. Welcome on in. You have some sweet tea and a grilled cheese. That sounds good. I want some sweet tea and a grilled cheese. Oh my, did I open up? No, I didn't. Over it. Okay, yeah, TikTok redeem should be working. Whoa, booba. Where's the Pooh 3D? So Travis, the 3D model is for the IRL streams. I could technically open it up. Yeah, I moved here, right? I mean, technically we're on our 6th month. It hasn't been 6 months. I just been counting the months by the current month number, so this is my 6th month. My 6th month, not technically been here for 6. It's semantics, right? Right? I know there's a little bit of a difference, but I rounded up. I've been rounding up when I've been talking about how long I've been here. Hell yeah, B. That sounds like a good breakfast or lunch, whichever you want to call that. Right now I'm just drinking coffee. Yes, I moved basically, gosh, right at the beginning of the year. So I just kind of count how long I've been here by like looking at what time it is. It's 10 p.m. It is noon here. Time goes burr. Oh, it's dinner be then. Well, hope you get some rest eventually. But yeah, it's the big brain is not enabled, Travis. It would break even more on this. I should make it work again. I mean, you want to see what it looks like on this setup? It's going to be very scuffed. If you know, we can see what it looks like. Hold on. Let's see what big brain. Hold on. Hi, chat. It's 8 p.m. here. You're gonna say, I think you must be on the West Coast. You wake up at 4 a.m. Get some rest. Oh gosh. Hydrate. Yeah, I'll hydrate. I got some water. Hydration good. Mostly, yeah, I'm drinking the coffee to wake up. Gifts. We mean, oh, again? Again? Maybe some? Yeah. I don't. TikTok, it doesn't like me. Oh, come on in, Mimi Sun and Fangirl. Oh. We got all the models being stacked up. Hello! I can see you, chat, with my big eye. Ah. Broke TikTok being too cool. I can see if I go to my studio if it lets me at least like, because the way I'm doing it's different now. Like if I go to here, can I even see my like infractions? Tool resources. Oh, hey. Yeah, the thing is, I'm on a different setup where I can't even see that. Oh, back to here. Let me move my model back. Ow. I think I was like this. I'll go like that. Hi there, Kira Yang. Welcome on in. Ow. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. We were just let me check my Q&A page, see if anyone is let me see if anyone has asked a question there. Ooh, no, I don't. Wait, did I? Let me refresh. Okay, no. Okay, inbox. There we go. All right, again, it depends on YouTube and Twitch. You can see the cute little marshmallow link for you to put questions there. Let me see if I could find the. But yeah, anyways, so this whole adventure in Japan has not really gone according to plan. As a hi DNN, but like, I do still think it was worth it. I'm still not sure what the end of this or how this all will go, but like, I definitely think it's important to just like, you know, just keep making sure I'm doing. I mean, not everything goes to plan in life. That is very common, but like, it's more like everything that could have gone wrong pretty much has. I luckily just sort of prepared and knew that was a possibility, but things has quite frankly gone even worse than I've like. I've been enjoying Japan, and Fangirl, I want to stay here like long term, but like Japan is doing everything it can to like make it so that's not gonna happen. But where am I? I think if I go to the website, it's not about being hard. It's about being possible. Because like right now, my issue is that I'm Solus. Yeah, I'm enjoying. I think Solus will. Yeah, I'm enjoying. But like, they removed my main visa path, which is like I was gonna open a business in Japan, and then they just made like the work visa path that I could have sort of maybe done harder. Oh, there we go. We're back over here. Oh, so I was more zoomed in, wasn't I? Let me adjust that. You're good. I was like that. Yes. Okay. That'll be good. Yeah, that'll be good. All right. And I'll like. Yeah, that works. Okay. Oh, like, how could I put my bottle? Because we just moved earlier. That works. All right. Thanks so much to hydrate. Yum, 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 yum. Not my visa. No. So Mimi said I had originally. So there was a business visa path here. That's pretty easy. Basically, what you used to be able to do is you invested $30,000 US dollars into your business in Japan, and you kind of just start a business here. Now it's like $200,000 something, and you also need to have like a bachelor's degree or something like crazy. Like I can't do that anymore. Yeah, feel free to watch me over there. So like that was how I was gonna stay here, and they removed that after I had already moved here to Japan, which is kind of crummy. But we do have one. We have like, yeah, it's rough. Like what's rough is like I had already like invested my money and time to move, and then they're like, ha 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 ha, you don't get to use that. No, you don't get to start. I mean, that's not where my problems end though, because like I've really struggled with learning Japanese, and I've talked about this on stream. I think I need, like, okay, it really feels like I'm back into like high school or something, where I struggled in high school, I admit, for some reasons, but I think it's even worse with languages for me. I think if I manage to get a job here, I don't know if I qualify for it, but if I get a one-on-one like tutor, I think I'd be like a private tutor. I think I'd be okay, but like guys, I've been here for like 6 months. I pretty much have not learned any Japanese. The way that they teach in my class, I don't learn anything. There's been a bunch of other like neurodivergent students that I've had over this time, and none of the neurodivergent people are really learning anything in class. The ones who are learning outside of class and manual. That's Mimi. Was it Mimi? Which one was it? Oh, DNN. Do you want me to call you DNN? Manuel? But yeah. It's essentially like I did this, yeah. I mean, I need to get out more Soulless. The problem is I don't have the energy to go out and talk to people, because like I have class 5 days a week. Yeah, I'll call you. Yeah, let me call you. So like, if I didn't have class, I'd be learning more than if I had class. But like the class is taking, because I've only so much energy, right? Because like, you know, I'm very ADHD and whatnot, whatever, what have you. Moving to a whole new country, I'm fine if stuff goes according to plan. It's just when I have to use other it's just like, I think maybe if I wasn't doing content creation and I basically used all my outside time to study Japanese, maybe I'd be fine. But nah, I mean, that's not what I'm. Like it's just been really rough, because like I want to be learning. It's just I'm not. Yeah, I live to. Oh, I think Soulless. I probably would also be enjoying the sticks a little bit more. I mean, I'm not in Tokyo proper. I'm in Chiba, so like it's not as crazy here. Sakura Rose, welcome on in. And Jeffrey, time zones. Well, for 2 days, Jeffrey. What? A lot of people do actually stream super late gremlin hours in their own time zones, but it is noon for me in Japan. But today's happy national. It's today National Donut Day. I don't think I'll be going outside to get donuts, but actually I don't know if it's Donut Day only in the States. Wait, either way, I probably stay inside like a gremlin I am. At most, maybe I'll go to the markets after stream if I take a shower. If I take a shower after stream and then go to the market, maybe. But then I probably go to the market doesn't have donuts. I don't know. First they do Stashel, don't they? Oh. Why am I sideways? It's a thing I've seen other VTubers do. It shows more of your model. Oh, you go donuts, Travis. Yeah. Is it the first Friday? Oh, so donut day's already over. Unfortunate. Because yeah, for me it's Saturday. For me it's oh no. I bet like Dunkin' Donuts had like a sale or something, right? But it's fine. It's message. Yeah, we're there. Oh, did it? Oh no, sure. For a second, I thought that my message got unpinned. We're good. Burger. Here, let me adjust it a little bit more. Like, I could put my model back normal. Like, I don't know. Do you guys prefer this? Hey, Duck, what's up? Do you guys prefer this? Or, like, because I could... Oops. I just saw other VTubers doing that, but... Because otherwise it's like this. Do you prefer if my model is normal? So I could have my model normal like this. Hiding Mad Adder. I will say it's so true. Japan. It's honestly, do you think corn, pineapple, and tuna? Oh wait, corn pizza is kind of cursed, but I've actually had some good ones with corn. Pineapple, not with the pineapple and corn. That'd be a little much. I'm not a fan of tuna, but I'm sure it's fine if you like tuna. But corn pizza is really Japan does like corn and mayo pizza. It's really weird, but not bad per se. Yeah, welcome on to Mad Adder and Monochromia. Welcome on in. I'll put my model back to normal like this. It's fine. But yeah, it's not. Japan's actually easy to live in as long as you can get them to let you stay. The only hard part about Japan is like getting the bureaucracy to like for them to like let you stay, right? It's like I don't have issues day to day of like things that again my school like it's not that hard or whatever, but like they're not gonna like punish me for doing poor in class or anything, so it's actually pretty chill. And then like it's I don't know, it's really not that bad issue. The real issue is just how I describe it. Oh, explode! Yeah. Well, in Tokyo especially, like everything's in English anyways. Maybe it's different outside of Tokyo, but like you don't. Part of the reason it's been hard for me to learn Japanese is like you don't need to talk in Japan to get around. Like you can go from. I can go to the market and basically not talk to anyone and get all my groceries. You never communicate. You need to know a few buttons where the credit card button is, whatever. But like honestly, even if they don't speak English, as long as there's a sign you can point to it, it's fine. Because these days, phone translation is so good. I can grab my phone, point it at anything, and have real-time translation. It's good enough. Like, it's not going to be 100% accurate. But, like, you'll never really have an issue. Like, technology has just made it too easy, I guess. It's an issue. Has technology gone too far? It's like, you just point my phone at it, you can figure it out. And you used to have to actually, figure everything out the little training wheels are a little bit too good. Yeah. Yeah, phones have made it super easy, but it's also a lot of restaurants, no matter where you're in Japan, the family restaurants, they'll have their ordering style through a tablet or an app. And if it's an app, it doesn't matter if they translate it because your phone's on-screen translator could just translate this, the menu. So like so much, Japan has perhaps become too convenient for like learning Japanese. Now it's good for tourists, but like I somehow not having immersion learning in the country itself, it's crazy work. Because I know I can put myself out there more, but then like I said earlier, I've just not had that much energy because like my classes take up my energy, and then I'm nervous to try stuff. It's like I should go out more again, but like it's just fine because like I'm just so nervous to do things. I'm slowly getting better about it. Like just recently I started doing like videos of where I'm like vlogging, and I think vlogging's helping me feel more at home in Japan in a weird way. Trying to find a way to do it where it's not considered like rude or annoying. And what I've done, a couple of them, well, one of them is where I'll just film it in my room here. But the other one is where I will like film it and then I'll do a voiceover afterwards. And I think, because I see some other creators do it where you'll film the place like very like low key, not obviously trying not to get people's faces and whatnot, and you can edit that out later. It just really quickly, real short shots of your phone, and then later you go voice over that. And the advantage to that is if you don't have to worry about like really standing out that much because you just have your phone out for 2 seconds. Like, oh, here's a panning shot. Oh, look at the food. It's a bunch of 2 or 3 second shots. It doesn't. It's, doesn't disturb the peace of people compared to like when I do my IRL streams. That's very loud and obvious. So I used to stay on like on the streets for that. I did recently go into the last IRL stream. I did go into a mall, and that was fun. I think I was able to go into there. And Mick, welcome on in. So like I did go into the mall for the last IRL stream. I'm still figuring out like the technical stuff there. Now here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. The important reason for why like getting my IRL stream stuff going is oh gosh, I'm over that. Is my IRL stream setup is my backup plan, kind of, sort of. So if Japan, oh, it's okay, Mick. I hope you're doing well. We're just having a little life update here and Q&A. Feel free to ask a question. There should be a pinned message if you want to ask any questions there. You can split chat, but like my IRL setup, like getting good at doing vlogs, I want to do it so like if I have to move from Japan, if you guys noticed, there was like a month period time, or at least people that are out for a while, where I wasn't doing content in Japan. As I get that setup going, I really only will need to get, I'll need to buy like a laptop or something, but like I could do content anywhere in the world. I could theoretically, and I thought about this. This was one of my backup plans was, one, I could like, tourist visa hop, where there's a lot of travel creators who do that. They don't disclose it. I will never hide the fact what visa I'm on. But like a lot of like travel creators, they're on tourist visas. And it sounds like a good gig until you figure out, basically the tourist visa hop until like an opportunity pops up for them. And that can be years until it's settled down. So let's say like, oh, you spend like 3 months in Japan, 3 months in their country, yada, 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 yada. And then eventually you sell down to someone, maybe 3 years later, something opportunity pops up. And Shinobu's husband, it takes so much checking in. Now, the thing about, like, the visa hopping though is, like, I would need to have a very mobile setup. Like, sure, I could rent a place for 3 months at a time, or whatever. But, like, I would need, 3 more days for your, or 3 more check-ins, yes. I would have, like, the vlogging and the IRL stuff is what I will need to, like, make that work. How you doing on Megs? Oh, so. My voice is, my voice is like, oh, I think that's better. I'm like low-key, like, so yesterday I took off class. I skipped. 2 reasons. One, I was pretty sure that I was like, really didn't want to go. We were doing like a kanji test. I mean, I am a little sick. Not enough to matter. I've been like on and off sick for a little bit. Like right now I mostly just have a cough. It's like, I just might just have a cough. So like I'm recovering from being sick from like a couple weeks ago, essentially. Like the cough has lingered a little bit. I'm mostly better at this point. It's just like, you know, it's how it is. But, you know, yesterday I was like, oh, I just didn't want to go to class. But it could have been because I don't know. Because I really felt like if I went to class yesterday, I would have been closer to burning out, right? Because Friday's class, the teacher does it. He's really hard to understand. Like, he's nothing wrong with him. He's just much like thicker Japanese. I know he speaks Jap, of course it is, but like it's a lot harder to understand him. I think that teacher sensei would be good if I was like further along with Japanese, right? But I don't get anything from my Friday classes. And then we have like our, you know, there's a test, and the way that my school works is if I skip, if you're not there on the test days, the tests don't technically matter. I guess they would matter if you were going to move on to the next class, but I think at this point I am in purgatory at my current like class level. I'm stuck at this beginner class because I'm definitely learning some stuff. I'm more confident in my almost nothing Japanese than I was when I first got here. But the amount I've learned is honestly what some people do in like a week or 2, which is unfortunate. Maybe not really a week or 2, but like I was at the level Japanese where it's really hard to show I've learned anything, right? It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I've honestly, like, I'm in like a fork in the road right now, or something, what to call it, where like one path is I guess there's 3 paths. It's a trike. What would you consider a little? There's like 3 paths, right? And again, I theoretically I could get a job. I'll try it first to get a job staying here working in Japan. I don't know if I can though. But theoretically that's still possible. I think I'm gonna stay here for the end of the year still. I don't know, we'll see. Another option is I guess there's multiple options. I can move to another country. How are you doing, Andika? Welcome on in. Helldus wants to come to your live stream. Everything. I mean, they're talking about Japan. We're talking about right now how stuff has not been entirely working out. Like, it's the duel of like a bit. What Rads got here, they cut off my main visa path, and I'm really struggling. I'm struggling to learn Japanese. Although learning Japanese is technically not what's holding me back. This yeah. Again, I can The other option is I could try moving to the Netherlands or somewhere else I'm considering. I can try visa hopping for a while. These are all things I've considered before getting here. Like when I left the States, I was like, okay, these are the options I already knew before I left there. Japan was my first choice, and I thought I could do it. And I could have at the time, but things changed. And then from there, I wanted to go and like, okay, at worst, I have like a year or so, or I guess up to 2 years. I can stay here as a student for 2 years. I cannot do student life for 2 years. I don't even, I think I could maybe get to the year mark here as a student. After that, I can't do this for that long, guys. If I can get off the student life earlier, I will. Even as someone who's like, I'm not caring about my test. It's just, I can't keep up. It's hard. I am the world's worst student. It's bad. But like, it's like a lot of people, what you'll do is you go to class, you'll go, like, you do stuff afterwards. But I think a lot of neurodivergent people can relate to this, where you'll do like one thing and like you'll feel you'll like, okay, you did your one thing of your day and you don't really have energy to do other stuff. An issue that a lot of neurodivergent people have during schooling is that will be class. That'll be class. So your thing to get energy to put thing into is class. And especially if you don't get any dopamine out of the class because you're struggling, you're gonna have issues like doing more, because like this is spoon theory, but issues with the spoons is if you have something that's rewarding, you often do more stuff. But if you're in a class where you're struggling, that's going to bleed into not being able to do stuff later. So you did your thing, and then you just, I mean, I guess, yeah, like I can't, like, it's also an issue. My class is a late class of the day. My class is like 1:40 p.m. I think I'd be slightly better off at a morning class. But like, I could also be at risk of, actually, no, I do think I'd be better off if I had a morning class, but like, that'd be hard in a different way, because I would have to wake up at like 7 or 8 a.m. Yeah, and there's just no dopamine. This semester, honestly, is even worse than last semester. Because, like, at the beginning, it was okay. But, like, there's, like, 1 or 2 people. I mean, they're not, my class is bad, but my class is not social at all. Because, like, this class has been even more isolating than my previous class. Like, I still, like, see my previous semester's class, and we, like, talk to each other, say hi, or whatever. And they're cool. And then the class I have this semester, everyone's, like, doing their own thing. Like, I have my, people, I mean, it's partly my fault, but, like, it's just how this class ended up not being social. Because, like, there wasn't leadership in the class to make it social. Last semester, it was a really good class. This semester, I probably won't remember most of the people after I leave it. But, like, last semester, that's a class I'm going to remember. At least, we'll see. Maybe we have another good class. But I will say, I think I have better teachers this semester. But it's not like the class mates matter that much. It's supposed to be, how you doing, random guy? But it's rough. And Usa, welcome on in. How you slaying, random? But like, I don't know, Japan. I mean, Usa, here's the thing. I have more to work with. Oh, except checking in, Usa. I have more to work with than most people. Like, my life isn't going to I read the other one. Random gay. I mean, it is Pride Buff, so slay. But I don't know random guy. Random gay. I don't know. But yeah, you said it's like honestly, my thing is like, I do luckily have the advantage of the fact that I don't. Oh, random yap. Oh, is that what your name is? Oh, come on in, random yappers. Yes, I do think I remember seeing you under that name. But, yeah, like Japan's like visa stuff has not worked out so far, but like financially, all stuff will work out. It's just rough because like here's the other thing though, like it's hard because my physical possessions are also do make it harder, right? So I have like my desktop. And I would have to like sell it or something. I mean, money, I would say money's evil. Money, having it is why it makes it more flexible. I don't necessarily care about the money other than it allows me to do stuff. Like, if I was, here's the thing. If you could send me to like, you know, like those Renaissance painters or something, and like my food and all my needs were covered, I wouldn't really care that much about money. If the money helps with uncertainty, like yeah, like like if all your needs are covered, housing or whatever, like that's all. Like just let me live somewhere and make stuff for people. Yeah. Like, and honestly, I'm probably considered disabled as well, which is probably why it's harder for me to do this in Japan. Like, I was talking about earlier, where like I go into class, it takes up like all my energy for this day, right? Like, I know for someone in my situation, I'm actually doing pretty good. Like a lot of neurodivergent people, they wouldn't be able to like get themselves to move up and move to another country. It's a lot of like parts. It takes, you know, get a lot of spoons. And like, I could do it when stuff's going right. It's just hard. Because like, you have to like, especially in Japan, it's hard. Because like, everything's in... It's not even the fact it's in their language. It's the way that they are unclear about stuff. Like, I don't even know if I qualify for the work visa that I've talked about. So like, it's hard to plan for the future. Uncertainty is probably like the worst thing. Like, you can have certainty and like be doing really poorly. Like, I would say when I was in Vegas, I had more certainty in a way, in a small way, because like I as long as I kept paying rent or whatever, stuff kept going along. I was very limited in what I could do though, but I had freedom. I basically have lost most of my freedoms here in Japan of like what I want to do. We got a new doggo, Travis. What type of doggo? Yeah, Max. Uncertainty is really like I know for all things considered, I'm doing pretty good. Like there's just a lot of uncertainty. So USA, like, yeah, Japan visas again. I really want to start like a business here, and I wouldn't find that way. Thanks for checking in, Max. Where did I? Did it not? Oh, I filled in a loyalty card, Max. So I need to change it so it goes through the bots. Whatever. If you send me a PNG and I'll put it up for you. I still need to change. Got a pit bull named Zeus. When did okay? So for you, what? Every time I've met someone that's like a good person of a pit, I think pit bulls are a good like indicator of how good a person is. Because like all the pit bulls I've met of like good owners, they've like treated them well, raised them well. They're just little babies, you know. They're little guys. They're just like they're really nice. But it, like pit bulls have such like a terrible like you know like people think they're bad dogs. That's because there's some people are like bad owners. Oh yeah, Usa. Can I, Max? Can you link to okay. So there's two parts of it. So the art, I guess you could static or what version of it. So in link to Mern Frog's VGen, I could pull it up if you don't want to. But you can send. Usa, are you on Discord? I can't remember. Otherwise, I can. I can pull it up actually. Link here. Let me get the link for you. Go to VGen Mern Frog. I got it. It is. Check in. Okay, there's two. I'm gonna link to the custom version of it because, quite frankly, just pay for them to make you a custom one. But you do also need to buy the one from the shop for a couple of dollars, I believe. I can't remember. You'll have to ask Mur. But we got this. Oh yeah. This. All right. So there's that. I think you also have that is the commission. It's like a few bucks. It's like $7 to commission a custom art. It's not animated. The way it's not going to come animated. I can help you. I can explain how to make it animated, but it's not hard. And then from, I don't know if you also have to buy the pre-made one. I think the pre-made one just has like the instructions, but you can just. I just bought both because it's like $12 total. I don't know. I don't know. You could ask if you have to buy. I just ask Mern Frog. Oh, Mern Frogs, they're cool. They're cool duo. The frog and the are they married? Oh, so Max, did you send me a PNG? I don't think Max has. I don't see anything. Honey Ruka, welcome on in. Thank you so much. I will have a great. Ruka, if you have any questions you want to, and put in, feel free. Is that a bun? What's a bun? I mean, on my model? Huh? Or we're talking about in chat, Usa. Yeah, there's a bunny in chat. Yeah, there's Usa. Usa is in chat over on the Twitch side. Well, it might be. I'm assuming you guys know each other. What? Oh, you're the little mascot. No, that's Pooh. Pooh's not a bunny. Although people do say he kind of has bunny ears with a little. It's a little drag. I guess it could be. I can see the comparison. I don't know. A little rapper head, a little Dragon Ball. Yeah, so his head is a Dragon Ball. He is literally T. He's literally T. Which is fun. It's like, how is it? Yeah, it's a tea bag. It's not a tea bag. So Dragon Balls aren't tea bags. So like, how would I describe it? Because like, it's so Dragon Balls are another. It's like like tea cakes are like the round cakes of compressed tea. Dragon Balls are like single servings of compressed tea, and you put it. It's just like a compressed ball, or like it's usually like 7 grams of tea. You throw it into your gaiwan or your teapot. It's not a bag. It's just like loose tea compressed. You throw in. I want to see if I. Yeah. He's just a little guy. He's fine. Yeah, so like it's cool though because I like Dragon Balls for like sampling tea. So a lot of YTT is one of the tea shops I like buying tea from, and they buy. They have a lot of their teas for close to the tea cake price in Dragon Balls, so you can get like spend like $1 and get like a sample of their tea cake. And they're so nice because you don't have to measure. But let me like it's Yeah. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. They're different. They're cool. Because I don't know if USA or anyone else here, like I know like a lot of my mods also buy on YGT. And I think a lot of the tea community does as well. I did buy some tea, sorry, I bought some tea from Farm Leaf Tea who doesn't do Dragon Balls, but so it's more expensive. Like again, you must your tea in person. You probably have a decent shop that's nearby you. That works. I mean, I can get yeah, I can. Here's the thing. I've seen the tea surprisingly. Okay, so there is tea in Japan I can get, obviously, but excuse me, I've honestly been better off buying online still, from what I've noticed. Like I saw one tea shop that I went to. I've tried some more, and it was decent. I think if I wanted to buy like Japanese tea, obviously I'd buy it here. But like, I don't know, it just hasn't. It's weirdly still been made more sense to buy online. But like buying tea from China online is actually always easy. So like, I don't know. Like, on one hand, it's annoying, but like, it's kind of expected, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's fine. I just kind of wish that I had a tea shop near me that I could just walk to that like had a tea I like using on stream. Because again, I bought a bunch of tea earlier on when I was here in Japan, and none of it really was that amazingly good. It also was kind of expensive. I could try a different tea shop. It wasn't bad. The place I went wasn't bad. I think if I was newer to my tea journey, it all would have been like, oh my god, it's the best tea I've ever had. And it was cool because it was a tea shop that was selling like artisan-style tea in Japan. But compared to artisan-style tea I've had from China, it wasn't anything special. I know for like Japan standards, it was pretty special. Because most of the Japanese teas don't do the artisan-style like stuff. But I don't know. It's also easier, like spoon-wise, like we talked about earlier, it's easier for me just to buy online. Because, like, going out to a place is a whole adventure, right? There are places I can buy online. I could try here in Japan. Because, like, shipping stuff locally, yeah, no worries, Usa. Oh, it's the spam. Usubi, welcome on in. When we'll do marshmallows? We're kind of just doing them whenever. If you have any questions, feel free to add them in. I don't think we have any questions right now. Feel free to add any. Oh, okay, we do have marshmallow questions now. I see we got some questions like 20 minutes ago. But let's go through. Actually, you know what? We're gonna have a Twitch ad break in a bit. I think we'll go through these questions after the Twitch ad break. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. I do see them. I will definitely go for those. Yeah, thanks so much for telling me you guys put some in. Okay, let me go put that PNG, and I'll put the PNG in that Max sent over. Oh, that's a cool mug. Oh, wait, here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up. This has to be like super awkward to drink out of, right? This has to be super awkward to drink out of. Altogether, let me get this. Up to here. And this is because Max has gotten the check-ins. So go. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. It's a little Doctor Who little like mug with it's cube with a round opening. So when you drink it, it's going over that whole lip. That's really weirdly made. But okay. I mean, it's a cool mug though, for merch wise. Like I used to watch Doctor Who a lot. Let me check Let me check on time for Twitch ads. So Twitch ad starts in 6 minutes. So after the Twitch ad, I will we'll go to the bathroom during Twitch ad, and then we get back, we'll go for the questions. So like 9 minutes or 9-10 minutes is when we'll do the marshmallows. For anyone wondering. But at least we'll go through the ones we have. Feel free to put in the questions. We'll go for all of them. But yeah, it's... Gosh. I don't know, like, life is always like... Here's the thing, though. Like, I've been talking about for a stream, but like, oh, I kind of regret... Not regrets. I've been talking for stream, like, how stuff has not really ended up how... Like, everything's working against me, feels like, at times. But... on the... Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, gosh, my brain already. No, I was talking about... Gosh. No. Why did I change where I was looking at? I started reading what Max said about the gingerbread. And in my brain... Ah! I need to not read chat while I'm about to talk about something, because my brain... Okay, my brain immediately went to... So Max is drinking... It's White Tea 2022 gingerbread. It's pretty good. I think it's worth buying a cake of it if you wanted like a good daily drinker. Now, for anyone who's getting into tea, there's different types of teas. There's like, I'll get back to what I was talking about earlier once I remember what I was talking about. Yeah, ads doom and disappear. Yes. I think I know what to talk about, but there's ripe pours are like, they're cheap. Like the ripe pour can be really, really cheap, but really good for like a daily drinker. Smooth. Here's the thing, because I've been drinking a lot more like cheap coffee, like cheap black coffee in the morning to get caffeine. And I've noticed it does remind me a lot of ripe pour, but ripe pour is nicer because it's a lot smoother, while but still being cheap. But like, it's like, because the thing with like coffee, like cheap coffee, I don't know if high-end coffee gets, no, it's always, maybe it's less so as you get to better, but like, there's like a cheap daily drinker. It's just by itself, it doesn't taste amazing. Like, I have instant coffee. Instant coffee doesn't taste amazing, but it gives me caffeine, right? You could add stuff to it. But ripe pour is very strong and bold, kind of like that, but it's a lot smoother and a good, like, better base level flavor, I think. I think so, at least. But I might be biased because I like tea. I don't know. But ripe pour is interesting. All right, so I was talking about like, so like everything that has seemed to like God, like, so like, oh, I moved to Japan, and then the business stuff didn't work out, and then I was like going to all that stuff. Like the thing is though, like that's not what I'll talk about this instead. Like I had from beginning knew that I had this like the thing is kind of annoying is this is within my predictions of what could have happened. I thought that maybe I wouldn't be able to get the business visa just because of like maybe I couldn't think of a good business plan. But this path was pretty much what's happening around is what I would have thought. And the thing is really hard about like now is not even like the expenses necessarily, but excuse me, I would have to do something. I have to do something with like my computer. It's like hard because I want to like not. I have my anime figures and stuff. I think if I moved to another country as like a permanent place, I'd be okay. My thing is, it'd be hard for me to switch from what I'm doing now and traveling constantly, just because I don't have like a permanent place to put my stuff, unless if what I do is I find one country I can just store stuff in for a while. Like I can get like where's that? I could get some I get storage. I can put my computer and like my action figures and stuff. My physical, like I have basically all my physical possessions are with me in my current apartment. It's not that much. I could probably fit it within 2 big suitcases if I really went down to it. Hiding Magla, welcome on in. We are about to do a bathroom break. What's that? Oh hell yeah, Mag. Do you have another PNG? I can send me a PNG. I'll add it to the stream if you have one. And we will. I'll add it when we If you don't have another PNG, that's okay. That's okay. No. No worries. And so Twitch is about to go run the ad. We're gonna do a quick bathroom break. And this is what time we start stream soon. Welcome on in. So if you send the marshmallows in, and then when we get back, we're gonna go read for the marshmallows. This is a pinned message for the marshmallows. We'll be back after the Twitch ad. Because Twitch is evil. They force us to run ads.
I've been in and out my mind since I hit your phone. I've been counting up the times that I did you wrong. I just want you by my side when I get real gone. Feel it's been a little while since we got along. Yeah, we've been playing stupid games, the situation rotates. And they say communication, safe relations, okay. Medicated how I'm patient, wasting time ain't the way. Cause I can see it on your face. I've been tossing, turning, staying up all night long. I've been calling, yearning, wondering what I did wrong. I could tell by your eyes you got something to hide. So open your mind up, let me inside, and let's make it right. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I'm only picking up what you're putting down. You'll be tripping, I don't know what about. So what's the problem right now? I've been in and out my mind since I hit your phone. I've been counting up the times that I did you wrong. I just want you by my side when I get real gone. Feel it's been a little while since we got along. Yeah, we've been playing stupid games, the situation rotates. And they say communication, safe relations, okay. Medicated how I'm patient, wasting time ain't the way. Cause I can see it on your face. I've been tossing, turning, staying up all night long. I've been calling, yearning, wondering what I did wrong. I could tell by your eyes you got something to hide. So open your mind up, let me inside, and let's make it right. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I'm only picking up what you're putting down. You'll be tripping, I don't know what about. So what's the problem right now?
Okay, Twitch ad is just about over. Well, welcome back, everyone. Twitch should be back at around 30 seconds or so. On. So we're gonna go I'm gonna go grab the marshmallows. Let me see if I can. Can I see where the? I wanted to see where my Twitch live stuff is. Whatever. Guess I could not worry about that. Oh wait, okay. Let me go get the marshmallows up for you guys. Oh, welcome back, everyone. Okay, we're gonna refresh. I'm going to. Oh, is it gonna just do that? Oh, that's super annoying. Okay. So we are going to go to new QA 66. All right. Okie dokie. we're going to go. How is the weather been in Japan is the question we're going to be answering right now. How's weather been in Japan? Hold on. So honestly, the weather here has not been. Also, Zoomeran will come on in, by the way. Honestly, the weather here has not been that bad. So when I first got here at the beginning of the year during the winter, it was a little cold, but honestly, not cold enough where you really need winter gear. At least Tokyo, it's been very mild. And it hasn't quite gotten super hot yet. Like, honestly, it's been like t-shirt and the pants weather most of the time here. Like early on, it's like, oh, it's t-shirt, it's like a light sweater and pants. Now it is t-shirt, pants weather. Maybe honestly, you can go t-shirt and shorts if you can swing it and not feel bad because you know everyone's wearing pants. But it's honestly, no, I really has not been that bad. It's like everyone's like, oh, Japan's weather, it gets super hot. Maybe here's it. The one season that I've heard does get a little bit rough comes like, not yet. Basically, I have not gotten to that time period yet. It will get there. We will get to when it gets hot soon, but honestly, it's been like 27 Celsius the high end, which is like in the 80s degrees Fahrenheit. It's like hot, but like a good hot, right? You know, like it's like a really refreshing hot. That's the sort of weather it's been like here. It's been like refreshingly hot. So we're gonna go that. And we'll go to the next question. Next question is, oops. Here it is. Any funny language or cultural misunderstandings you've had in Japan so far? I'm trying to think. I'm sure. Oh, Googly. I'm sure there's been something. I'm sure there's been some sort of misunderstanding at some point. I'm trying to think. I don't think anything particular. I think the most cultural difference I've had is like come up as it's probably just like weather related. Hiding ABSS. We're going over some our marshmallow questions right now. It has to be just, yeah. I don't know. I really haven't had any like significant like difficulties with like communication that way. But I guess I've been communicating with people less than you would think. Abs. Like spelling out the letters or just abs? Like it. I don't know. Tell me which way. But welcome on in. Just ABS? Okay, ABS. Welcome on in. Oh, let's go to the next question. Yeah, I can't think of like an example of any misunderstandings I've had, but like I think it's more to say that I haven't communicated with as much people as you would think outside of once they're used to it. Gosh, I feel like there must have been at least one time of like a shop person Actually, no. I think the only time I really had an issue was when I was originally trying to find trash bags for my city here, and it was hard to communicate to city trash bags, trying to find them. But that's really as far as I would go. Yeah. Okay. Now this question here is, I mean, I can answer how they probably are. Okay, so the question is, what kind of business will you run in Japan? So I don't really have the abs on chest, because the way I was saying it originally. Okay, abs. All right, so what kind of business will you run? So I was originally thinking of opening up a shop that would like a tea shop or something. Is my plan was to originally open up a tea shop, but I I don't know, cause I want to open up a tea shop, but it would be it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if I would have ended up with that, because as we talked about today, that whole path here is basically gone. Maybe it'll change in the future. I keep waiting for Japan to revert to their thing. It might take longer though, because there's a bunch of foreign ran restaurants that are shutting down because of the changes, and I don't think they really realize how bad it's gonna get. I'm just someone that's caught up in the crossfire. Although, and on one hand, it's probably better if I was caught up with it now and not later. Because if I was already settled in more in Japan, it probably would have been a lot worse. But oh well. It would have been a tea shop, I would assume, or something with, yeah, like a tea shop, I think. Because I've seen there's actually less tea shops than you would think in Japan to do stuff outside of there's a lot of tea shops that do Japanese tea, but if you want artisan style tea, there's less than you think. But let's again, feel free to put any questions if you want, and after the stream's over, I will put time. I'll reply to the questions with a link. Marcus Red, how is dating scene in Japan? I don't know how to answer this question. Alright, so here's the thing. Depends. I've heard in somewhat, because I've not really been active in it, as you could say, for the dating scene in Japan. I don't know, because from what I've heard, it can be really bad, but I don't know if it's worse than the States. Here's the thing though, that from right here, a lot of if I were to go date someone, a lot of times they don't really care about you as your current status. If you let's say if I dated someone now and then I switch visas or something, they'd probably, I've heard people oh, I just got broken up with, or if your living situation changes, they're a lot quicker to break up with you from out here. And usually it seems you do one or two dates and you decide if you want. It's a lot. It seems to move a lot faster in Japan, at least in Tokyo, but maybe it's not a bad thing. Oh, so a question from chat. Ruka's asking, what's the cost of living in Japan? Honestly, it depends on where you're at. I am being ripped off where I'm at. But you could easily spend $800 a month for a good place to live in Japan, especially if you have a work visa easily. But you get 800 or less even, and you get a good place. And then food here is getting more expensive, but still pretty cheap. I just posted a video on TikTok showing my grocery run where I got 2 things of meat I got some hot dogs, I got some fruit, I got some veggies, I got bananas. I spent like $18. So like food here, even like if you're not really trying that hard, is pretty cheap. So the cost of living in Japan is pretty good. And welcome on in, Optimus Skywalker. You're playing Helldive? Or gosh, what's the name of that game actually? Like on it, but Helldiver? I think. But welcome on in. We're just doing some marshmallow questions right now. But yeah, like it's Japan again is getting more expensive, but it's if we're American especially, it's still fairly affordable. Like money is not really as big of a stress here. The stress in Japan is just finding a way to legally stay here. It's complicated and it can be hard. So there's issues everywhere, but I think it's still less stressful here. And like on that line, like what I was going to talk about earlier, like I was going to talk about like the cost of living stuff. So like when I left Vegas, they were about to get a lot more expensive there. Like the rent was gonna go up, and everyone I think I talked about this recently, but like the power in where I was living in Vegas went up a bunch. So like it was time for me to move. I do wish I had more time to like get everything settled and figured out before I moved. But I don't regret doing this big move, just attempt to move to Japan. Even if stuff isn't like fully working out, I still think it was good to get myself to, like I was stuck in a rut. I don't feel like I'm out of the rut yet. Or maybe I'm out of the rut, but I haven't found solid ground yet, I think. I think that's what it is. Like, I've escaped the ruts that I was in previously, but I'm still figuring things out. I think what it is. Yeah? It's just... Yeah, I'm just having to... Yeah. I wish things were going easier, but... It's not easy. Okay, let's pull up another question. Excuse me. Burpee. Got another question. Excuse me. Got another question here. This question is, what study tools have been useful for learning Japanese? Okay, so I would say, even though like I know I haven't been super successful in like actually learning, I would say probably the best study tool, and pretty much anyone that's you'll just learn Japanese or learn Japanese will tell you, is Anki. Anki is really the best. There's also some other apps that are good for like pre-made sets. You can also use there's an app called Renshu I use a lot. I think Renshu has helped a lot. And Max, no, I'm not. And we'll come on in. Like Renshu is cool because like the beginner decks it has. Renshu is basically similar to Anki, but like their own built-in stuff. Whereas Anki, you'll have to like hunt down and look at reviews for decks and stuff. It's just like a curated sort of thing. I think for a lot of people, I would suggest using Renshu and then also maybe get some Anki decks. That makes sense, right? Am I gay? I unfortunately am not Max. I know it is Pride Month, and I'm a strong ally for all my LGBTQ plus friends. But I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing if I was Max. Probably not. But how are you doing, Harry? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. We're doing a little life updates. about, gosh, I've been here for, this is my 6th month in Japan. But yeah, study tools. Study tools have been basically Anki and, you know, YouTube's. I would say Harry, things have been mixed. Like, Japan is, again, not going according to plan. Like, I'm doing my best. I'm enjoying being able to go outside. Like, being here makes me wish that New York City was affordable living and maybe cleaner and safer. Because, like, I like a walkable city. And that's why I've considered, like, Netherlands as my option. It's like, I've definitely felt a lot more alive and happier, like, walking around for and stuff. So I don't like driving. I want people to have an option to drive, sure. But I want to be able to walk to the market, pick up my groceries, walk to wherever, take it on a train. Or take a... I don't like buses, but if I had to take a bus, I'd get used to it. I feel like trains are always better than buses. Like, Japan's buses are good, but I still prefer the train. I don't know. And Naru-chan, welcome on in. Welcome on in. If you have, and Evan, welcome on in. If you have any marshmallow questions, feel free to add them to the marshmallow. Whatever you want to say. Let me go and mark it as red. We'll go to the next one. Okay. Got a question here. So our next question is, are any of your classmates into VTubing or content creation? Okay, so yes. And if you're like in a language school, the chances of someone, like one of your classmates being a content creator is very high. I would say I'd be more shocked if you didn't have at least one person who's trying to do it. Yeah, see you later, Harry. Feel free to put any questions to Marshmallow. But yeah, so this semester, like, of course it's me, but like there is another student in my class who he is trying to get into content creation, and I hope it goes well for him, I guess. He's been trying to do like interview style stuff. And it's, yeah, I hope it goes well for him. But in previous semester, I had another classmate who, she's, well, was a VTuber, becoming a VTuber again. So she's a VTuber. And then I also had another classmate who's a pretty big IRL streamer. Where am I from? I'm currently in Japan, but I am from the States. I lived in Vegas for a while. I lived in California. I grew up in California. Yeah, American. But I'm in the States right now. I'm in Japan right now. In Tokyo area. What did you eat when you were young? I don't think I've ever had sad. I don't know. I ate normal food. I ate fairly normal food. But, also, Max saying, second brewing of Gingerbread Man. Yeah, Gingerbread Man is a really nice ripe pour daily drinker. It's a little sweet. It's nice. I would say a good substitute is, the waffles is really good as well. The Gingerbread Man ripe pour is different than like the waffles one is good. I don't know. I would have both. If they always had it for sale, I'd probably get both. They're good. Rico's asking, oh, how long are my classes? My classes are like 4 hours. Because we start at like 1:40 and we end at 5:40. So like 4 hours. But like that takes a lot of my energy. And rent is not, I would say the rent's pretty cheap here, Ruka. But it really depends. If you want cheap rent, there are places you can get for like $300-$400 a month still. I mean, I guess you could not. I mean, we're talking. I don't know. You could try Nara. No. What they went that questions? Chat. I think. Yeah, there's been plenty of classmates during college creation. We'll see next semester if there's more, but I'm sure there will be. I think I had someone else ask something. I can ask the question again if I missed it. That's fine. It's fine, Nora. If you have any questions, though, feel free to ask. We're gonna go to the next question, though. Let me refresh. Mark that as red. Okay, so I got a question about cost of living. Let's get. Have you talked to any local Japanese compare cost of living, since locals often have different? All right, so I haven't like directly talked to them about it, but so here's the thing about cost of living in Tokyo. It's going up. And it's just like in America, the cost of living is going up, but the wages in Japan are even it's rough because the wages in Japan have not gone up really. So it's not as bad. Howdy, Optimus Skywalker. Well, come on in. So the locals things are getting tight for them, but here's what I'll say. Where Tokyo is now, even adjusting for their income being lower, it's still I would say it's still not as bad as the States, even close. And there's also the fact of like, it's not even as bad as the States was like a decade ago. It's getting there. So, and Japanese are a lot more price sensitive to that sort of thing. Come on in, Rexy. But like the local Japanese, it's rough because like the rent has gone from like, let's say like $500 a month to like $800 a month or whatever. And for like foreigners, that's not gone up as much as like other places. But the Japanese wages have like not gone up. Like, oh gosh. Thank you so much for 30 state buffs. That's 4 years, right? Or 3 years? 3 years, right? Yeah, three over 3 years. Yeah, it's like 3.1 years. Yeah, too much over 3 years. Yeah. Rip. Oh, it's not connected. Hold on. No, I'm just silly. Shh, don't worry about it, Rex.
38 months.
We. And Abby, thanks for checking in. See, like, I think Japan is currently going down the path that America did on cost of living crisis and whatnot. Now, the good thing is that the people are a little more resistant to that sort of thing, and the people are less greedy here. And like housing is a lot more affordable, even with changes. So I don't think it'll ever get as bad, but it's definitely rough. It's definitely rough. And Abby, I'm doing good. I'm definitely a little sick. Bakugo, welcome on in. Definitely a little sick, but I'm doing my best. But yeah, we are just, I don't know how I say it, but I'm trying my best. But let me see. Let me see if I have any more questions. Yeah, that we are currently. So as far as like what's expensive, the locals specifically say, like I haven't specifically talked one-to-one in detail on it, but but it's gonna be like they're gonna. I know some locals started talking about like stuff like the rice has gone really expensive. People have complained about like their onigiris are no longer 100 yen. So like food is starting to like hit. Like there's still ways to make it, work. Oh, so Ruka, no, in Japan the house leases are usually like 1 to 2 years, just like anywhere else. Foreigners like myself, they're like a short visa. I'm on like a month to month essentially. And that's why part of the reason why my rent's so expensive. Yeah, I mean, the rice has started to get a little less crazy, but I would definitely say if any of the locals who complain about something, you're probably going to complain about the price of the rice, honestly, because like it's such a big part of culture, and I have not been eating rice because of that. Because like, no. But as like a foreigner, what really strikes me as expensive is fruit. And that's not a new thing. It's like fruit's just been like expensive here like forever. Right? Like fruit in Japan is like crazy. Like the 100 yen rice balls are basically gone, Ruka. They're basically gone. And a lot of locals have been complaining about that. Because there's something like there's something, hard about like these like special numbers, like 100 yen rice ball that feels good. But then if it's 140 yen, 130 yen, it's not that much more. And it's still fairly cheap. But when it breaks the 100 yen mark, yeah, it's just something mentally changes. And Evan, what is my favorite food in Japan? Ah, gosh. Honestly, it's really hard to pick. I do eat Japanese curry a lot. I like ramen. I think the best thing I've had was I had this like duck soba once. It was really good. I only had it once. I don't know. It's hard. Favorite drink though is the melon melon sodas, 100%. There's a melon Fanta, but there's melon from other other companies as well. It's definitely my favorites. Japanese like drink, whatever. They're good. They're really good. Let's see. Make sure. Mark that as red. And oh, I got a question here. I'll also ask her. Welcome on in. Thanks for checking in. Let me go. Oh, I've actually not been to Donkey, whatever. I have not been there. I've heard bad things about it. But there's just not one near me. So I just haven't gone, and I have heard mixed things about like how overstimulating it is and whatever. And it's not seem like a place I'd want to shop at. Anyways, here's a question. I don't know if anyone's asked, but how are snacks? Okay. Japan is pretty much unmatched on their snacks. And they're also really cheap. Like, I've been trying snacks like during my tea streams a lot. And tomorrow we here have two choices. We have the ice cream or we have these chip snacks we'll be trying. All their snacks have been really good. Like, I eat a lot of snacks from Japan. And they're so good. They're so good. Like, yeah, it just... I definitely suggest going to Japan. Like, going to Japan for just the food is plenty good reason. And you'll enjoy Japan a lot more than I have been if you're doing it as like a like a tourist. Yeah, no worries, Aster. No worries. Yeah, like Japan's food is good. There's so many good restaurants. There's like, excuse me. I would honestly, okay, depending on how long you're here, if you're here for long enough, I suggest trying some of the fast food chains as well. Like, you don't have to like go to them too much. But oh, thanks so much for the follow. Iruko. Is it Iruko? I think I'm butchering your name. No. Yoriko. There we go. My brain went burr for a second. But thanks so much for all you know about one of magical friends. Anyway, I highly suggest going Ayu or Ruko. Ruko would probably be easier for me to say. Oh, fun, Ruko. I struggle with my dyslexia. But feel free to ask any questions. We do have the marshmallow pin you want to ask in there. But yeah, I highly suggest if you are in Japan, let's say over 2 weeks, try to like go to like McDonald's or something and check out some of the check out some of the places, because like, you know, because like McDonald's in Japan is different. You don't have to do it that much. Like one time, there's like Boss Burger, and there's plenty of other places. Like, if you are here for less than 2 weeks, maybe not. But no, I would not. Here's the thing, I would. Okay, I mean, a lot of us, dyslexia is more common in neurodivergent people, and then most VTubers are neurodivergent. But yeah, I have. It's like, it definitely makes. That's also why I've probably had a harder time with Japanese. Is dyslexia will make it harder to like learn another like written language. But you know, it's not helped. You know, I would not worry about being a tourist as long as you're not like, you know, being really, really bad, like being disruptive. You're fine. Oh, there's so much good fashion stores in Japan. I would not be able to, like, I'm not the one to ask about which fashion stores to go to. I don't really have a good sense of fashion, but there is so many good fashion stores here. There's like a bunch of secondhand shops. There's a lot of really good secondhand fashion shops as well. Like, you could probably really easily look up like what to get on that front. Like just look up what good like fashion places, whatever. But yeah, you can just like you don't run up to oh yeah, it's like it's fine. It's fine. It's I mean, do you have, okay, so you know, that's Saw and Chi, right? You know what's annoying, though, about Saw and Chi? Is, you also have those, I think what really gives me an issue, Ruka. Oh, so I'm in Chiba. I'm not really good at recommendations. I don't go out as much as I should, Ruko, because a lot of my energy's been spent out. Because, like, I go into, howdy, Gabriel, welcome on in. But I've been, like, as a student, I don't go out as much because a lot of my energy is spent on that. Yeah. It's one line changed a lot. It's just rough. I think it's really hard with dyslexia. But I don't know. I'm getting it. It just takes longer. It just takes longer. But the hardest part is that there's one. You have to remember two, and then kanji is even worse. Kanji is even worse. But there's two cheese. There's two saws because you have katakana and hiragana, and you have to just know both, which doesn't help. I think if it was just one, I probably would have already sort of had it down. But it's two. Yeah, I also have heard, Rico, a lot of people, like a lot of native Japanese people, have issues with katakana because there's kanji that uses that are there's a few kanjis that look almost exactly like katakana. And it's so kanji and katakana get confused. And it really depends. After, if you're in touristy areas, you can get by. Like I've been saying, you honestly can get by in Japan without knowing Japanese, especially the tourist. You'll be fine. At worst, you can pull your phone out and translate there. And for anime, welcome on in. Yeah, like it's. I was thinking so much of head pats, by the way. Yeah, Japan's been fun. It's just stuff has not been going according to plan. Like sometimes I wish that I had. No, here's the thing. I don't think it would have gone well if I just tried to like go there immediately as a tourist. Like I think I'm better prepared to come back out now. Being a student has not been going well for me, I would say. But I still think it was the right move. Yeah. The funniest thing, Ruko, is I'm so bad at Japanese. And whenever if anyone ever says Nihongo wa jouzu desu ne, whenever up to me, or it's just Nihongo jouzu, they don't usually say wa. You don't drop the wa. Don't drop the wa. It'd just be Nihongo jouzu. They'll drop the wa in desu in casual. From what I've seen, at least. I don't know. But like, my Japanese is like non-existent. If anyone ever says that, they're just lying for their teeth. And if you're learning Japanese anime, you're probably doing better than I am, because like I'm literally at language school, and I the way they're teaching is not really worked for me. But like my suggestion though, Sute. But I don't know what that kanji is. Something Sute, right? Ganbei. Ganbei. It's the G1. But yeah. It's, yeah, ganbate. Yes. Isn't it Sue, though? I don't know, Japanese confused me. But yeah. It's... How do you get... Wait, hold... How is ganbate with sute at the end? Am I, like, pronouncing it weirdly? Or is it a phrase? Language. It's fine. Reinforcing Su has the T. Sute. Yeah. I don't know. This Su is small. So I don't know, Max. It's not helping. Or rather, the fact that like stuff could be weird sometimes is not helping. It's fine. It's fine. Japanese is hard. The small Su emphasizes on the character and sound. Yeah, like my thing is like I think I'm supposed to know all of those like outliers. But like to me, it looks the same as when it's. Oh, so it's just like a when you put a dash, kind of the same sort of way. Understandable. It's elongating the sound, right? It's just annoying. I mean, it's not as bad as English is, because English I know is a lot worse about that. I don't think that I would be able to learn. I don't think I'd be able to learn like Japanese. Sorry, I don't think I'd be able to learn English if I was not English negative. Because English does all this a lot worse. There's really no rules to it. The only advantage to English is, I guess, that we don't have multiple character sets. So like, we don't have kanji, we don't have 3 character sets like Japanese does. But like, English is not phonetic at all. It's kata, katsuta. Yeah, the thing what throwing me off, Ruko, is like, to me, I didn't notice it was a smaller su. And that I dislike that. Because like when I handwrite, I don't have the dexterity, I guess, to do different sizes of sus. So I don't like I conceptually I know that's an option. But like my brain just sees it as one shape. It's really annoying. Oh gosh. It's fine. On the other hand, I know I probably don't need to know those sort of details to like get by. English has 1 alphabet. That's good enough. Well, English is not phonetic. I mean, it's phonetic. English is cursed. Yeah, the only advantage is that we've like decided English is the global language. And at least English is not tonal. No, at least English is not tonal. That's the only thing it's going for it. Like, right? English is also a really adaptable language. To whereas like, if you ever, so like loan words in most languages, usually you are supposed to like change them. It's like in Japanese, if you have a loan word in Japanese, like konbini is convenience store, I guess. There's probably better examples. A camera or, what's a better loan word example? Pizza, it's like pizza, or whatever. Pizza. It's like, when you move a word to Japanese, you change how to speak it. Which is, I have become T, yes, that's right. Which is good for, like, legibility. But, ice cream is like ice cream. But, like, in English, you just keep the words how it was originally. Which is why you have the joke, or at least close to it usually. Sometimes it changes, but, like, that's why I thought croissant. You'll have people just saying words in their original language correctly, and that's technically correct in English. You'll be like, I would have a croissant. And it's kind of a problem. Where in Japanese, you don't do that. It's like, yeah. Like, English is a monster of a language. Because you have to, like, understand it and then also understand other languages to, like, properly. I mean, to do it. Because you'll just have a random word from like, German. And it won't follow any of, like, normal words in English. You can have, like... Or I guess you can have a good example of, like, a really weird one to be like... You can say random words for Japanese and English. So you can be like, I don't know. What's a good example? Matcha? I don't know. Or you can say, in English, you can say that the other language's word for something, you have it. Like, you can say konbini in English, and it's still proper English because that's referring to a Japanese convenience store. Which is the same thing of like, we have that with like tea. So if you say chai, you know what you're talking about, chai tea, right? English is just, you can say any other language in there and it works. Like the I says its name. Oh, get a raid! Howdy, Solaris. Welcome on in, Raiders. We are having a little bit of Q&A here about my time in Japan. A little life update. Howdy, Solaris. What were you doing? You're doing Paralives. That's the game that is like, it's like Sims, right? I believe the game's like Sims, but like it's a lot better, I hear. I hope that's going well. Yeah, we're just, if you have any questions, if you don't want to add any Q&A questions, you can always do that in the little marshmallows wheel. Let me refresh this. Okay, there's no new messages right now. Yeah, we're just talking about like English being a cursed language right now. Yeah, like I enjoy being in Japan. I just like, I think I would eventually acclimate to being here if I was like given the opportunity to, if I could just live here and they don't worry about how I'm making money. If it just let me live here, I'll pay my rent on time. Don't worry about me. I think that I would do pretty well here. I mean, I'm studying Japanese, just struggling. Like, if that's what you mean. But like, it's just, the way that I'm learning is just not working well for me. Like, it's just, it's fine. Fine. Hydrate. Yeah, we have, it's just, I just wish that yeah, so basically it's a language school. So a lot of countries have they'll have like language schools for their native language. So in America, actually, is there, hold on a second, I want to say, United States English language school. Is there? Yeah, I think there is. Yeah, there are English language schools in the States. Okay, cool. So basically, it's a thing that's like pretty much universal. You can go to a country and learn the language. So you're basically taking class. The only thing you're a student of is learning the language that people speak in the area. And that's all. You can do that in China. You can do that in Germany. You can do that in France. You can do that anywhere in Japan, in the States. I know Canada has it as a good pathway. Sometimes it's more useful than other times, but French. Go to Canada. I think it would be really funny to enroll an English school in Canada, but yeah. I think you could probably take language school in Quebec. But I don't know. Canada's not really in a great place. Like I think I prefer living in Canada, but like I want to live in a place with like good public transit and like good city planning and a good future. In Canada, I think overall the average person is probably happier there. Oh, Canada's in a really rough place right now. One of my friends played issue would be able to explain to it better to you. But like, all my Canadian friends that are paying attention to what's going on in Canada, it's not going great there. But so Max, it's worth mentioning. Learning Canadian French or Quebecian French is slightly different than like France French. So it really depends on like what you want to like learn. Yeah, and we're good. Like again, I am the nice thing about Netherlands is they all speak English, like really good English. So I don't have to worry about language barriers there at all. And it's a Dutch they speak. The other native language is Dutch, right? Right? And Keisha, welcome on in. I could double check it. Netherlands languages. I think it's Dutch. Yeah. Yeah. So like I could theoretically go there to learn. I mean that is an option. I could go to language school in Netherlands to learn Dutch. That is a good backup plan. That would be fun. That would be fun. Quebecians is old historical takeover French. Yeah, I mean, yes. It's like an old, it's there's still differences. And JJ, welcome on in. Good to see you. Akuna Mata? Huh? But yeah, like, there's a really good chance that I will be trying to move to Netherlands. Like, part of me doesn't want to even try to make my job situation work here in Japan. Like, there is a part of me that wants to, like, just... Because, like, I don't think it'll work because, like, there's so much, like, requirements I need to get it. And I know I could probably just go to Netherlands and it would work. For one, language barrier, not an issue, but... Yeah, it didn't evolve. It's like an offshoot from French. It's kind of like how I believe it's a lot more different than English from the Americas and the UK and Australia. It's more different because like those are very similar, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah, the Quebec has a reputation for sure for like. It's always good to learn a local language because, well, here's the thing, Max. The local 95% of them speak like native level English. It's really hard to learn Dutch. Kaga. Oh, there's a kanji in there. Kaga. What are you writing? Manji. Can I? You can go. Koshi. I don't even know where you're writing there. You could go, like the. What are you even writing? You can. Oh, so gosh. How have you been? I think JJ, my Japanese is non-existent, basically. How did capsize? Have turf forward low magical girls? There hasn't been any squabbles like that, thankfully. Hey, thanks so much for the check-in, Acacia. Acacia, thanks for checking in. Hope doing well as well. Oh, so I'm red! Yeah, I think that most likely, I will try to see if I can get a job here in Japan, but I want to say the most likely future for me right now is moving to Netherlands. I could go there on like a student visa, but I also don't want to go to school. So I don't want to go to school. Like, I'm just a terrible student. I would not be against taking a private tutor to learn it or something. But... Oh, so Twitch is about to go run an ad here in a minute. Like 2 minutes. I'm going to get more water during that time, but I'm looking on the BRB screen, as always, during it. Ship me off to the Netherlands, yeah. like, I don't actually know. I need to research more about the country. See, all I really know about the Netherlands is, you know, their people seem too nice for all the people I know there. They have good trains. They have good bikes. They're really good with like the not aqueducts. What do you call the dams? They have really good dam technology. They're good engineers, good civil engineers, good city planning. But I don't really know that much about the country outside of that. I'll be honest. But I guess I can learn. But yeah, like my thing is I could still like travel to Japan for visiting. Like, I can still go back to Japan to visit whenever. But like go to Netherlands and we might see each other. Yeah. Maybe. No, I would. I don't know. I don't know what my requirements are. I might have to start like a shop. I do have some shop ideas, which when we get back from the ad break, which is going to start in 10 seconds, I will, and it'll go 3 minutes. I'll talk about the shop idea that I want to do in there. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the 3 minutes. Twitch ad, Twitch evil.
I've been in and out my mind since I hit your phone. I've been counting up the times that I did you wrong. I just want you by my side when I get real gone. Feel it's been a little while since we got along. Yeah, we've been playing stupid games, the situation rotates. And they say communication, safe relations, okay. Medicated how I'm patient, wasting time ain't the way. Cause I can see it on your face. I've been tossing, turning, staying up all night long. I've been calling, yearning, wondering what I did wrong. I could tell by your eyes you got something to hide. So open your mind up, let me inside, and let's make it right. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I'm only picking up what you're putting down. You'll be tripping, I don't know what about. So what's the problem right now? I've been in and out my mind since I hit your phone. I've been counting up the times that I did you wrong. I just want you by my side when I get real gone. Feel it's been a little while since we got along. Yeah, we've been playing stupid games, the situation rotates. And they say communication, safe relations, okay. Medicated how I'm patient, wasting time ain't the way. Cause I can see it on your face. I've been tossing, turning, staying up all night long. I've been calling, yearning, wondering what I did wrong. I could tell by your eyes you got something to hide. So open your mind up, let me inside, and let's make it right. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I'm only picking up what you're putting down. You'll be tripping, I don't know what about. So what's the problem right now?
Okay. Okay, there we go. So most people should be back by now. There we go. I end up getting some my cold brew tea. So I had some cold brew tea in the fridge. So I'm drinking that now. Good time. Yeah, we're back. Twitch should be back. I'll double check to make sure. I'm pretty sure though. 13 seconds. Yeah. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okie doke. Yeah. Sometimes the ad isn't the full 3 minutes or whatever, but anyways. And we are all back. Thanks so much, everyone, being patient. I got some tea. Cat. And oh, but by the way, so someone earlier, I think it was You got 30 seconds? Wow. I guess you got to just enjoy the little animatic thing. You get a little... You guys got to enjoy it. Ooh, my VGen commission. Oh my god, so people... for... Here, let me go. I think it's this week's? I think it's this week's commission. Is it this week's or last week's? Oh no, this week's Omegs. But I have 2 like new editors I started working with. It's always really fun to like have a new video editor for my shorts. And I know it's fun. The one who made last week's stuff, I think it was last week, right? Yeah, and the last week's ones, like the ones with the clips I put up with Marky Toy. Those were all from one of my new editors, and they did a really good job. Looks like I just started working on a next batch. They're actually Canadian. The new editor, that new editor is Canadian, which is funny. It's not my first time finding a really good Canadian VTuber, or no, something editor. There was another editor they're in my community. They felt like they were struggling with life, which is why I didn't take him on as like a full-time editor. But I see him in my chat or on my Discord a bunch. But is that my peopling message? Oh yeah, Canadians. Yeah. One of my new editors is Canadian, and then another editor I had was Canadian. He sent some stuff for me. But let me see if I could find because the person who made last week's was Beezy? Beezy? And the one I've worked with previously was... Let me see if I can find him. It was Irance? I never figure out how to say their name. I think they do shorts still. They probably got back into it at some points. But they seemed like they were very occupied with life. But it's how it be, I guess. I've considered asking them again. Honestly, yeah, Bees. Bees, yeah, I don't know if you know who that is. I could consider asking Irance again for shirts. Because I think they would be... Yeah, I think it would be not too bad. I don't know, maybe I will. They're right within my budget. Maybe I will ask them. See how that goes. You like their name? Fair enough. They have a really good name. Okay, funny thing also about Beezy. I don't know if I'm saying their name correctly, but they have like a specialty of editing for femboys, and they are one as well, which I think is really funny. They do like brain rot femboys as like the majority of the content of like who they're editing for. Which is such a funny niche to have as an editor, which I mean, it would count me as well. Like a magical boy of a dress. It kind of fits me, all right? But like, I always think it's funny, like when an editor gets like a niche, it's like the demographic of their clients. There was another editor who I've talked to where almost all of their like clients were sassy Latina women, which is hilarious as well. And then you have like, gosh, this is all sorts. It's just really funny when editors have like a very specific demographic. But I think it happens because like a lot of people will find editors from like their friends. So like I'm more likely to have friends that are a similar demographic or whatnot. You know, it's just like that. Like a lot of the, you know, LGBTQ plus VTubers are more likely to see each other, you know, like that. It's just because it's just like that. It's how circles go. But it's really fun, you see. It's also something cool to see. Gosh, I do wish yeah. But like it's been really cool to see that a lot of my happened. I think it's happened twice now, where because I know I haven't like popped off and like become a super big creator, but excuse me, 2 of my editors I've worked with stopped working for me because they were able to grow and use my excuse me for the burps, but they're able to they grew and moved on to like bigger creators, which is good. They grew. They're able to charge the big creators like probably 3 times as much as I was able to pay. Like I wish that I was able to pop off and like hire them again, but you know, all things good time, right? But a lot of I've been able to give a lot of like editors like a good portfolio, right? Because like I'm pretty happy with like a lot of what I give my editors usually, but like it's the editing market's hard. I would say it's probably better than being a content creator in some ways, because like being a content creator, we only make money, you know, worth like when stuff's, you know, if we pop off or whatever. Whereas from editors can make money from a much earlier time, but they just might be working for under minimum wage. Like there's a really bad issue with like a lot of editors undercharging. Like you'll see editors charge like $5 for clip. Oh gosh, there's an editor, there's a clipper that I hired. I think they're like in Malaysia or something. I could check actually, but they're a clipper who will just watch your VOD for like $5 an hour. I'm like, what are you doing? I think it's just they probably most likely what it is in their case is they're probably, well, for what they do. Actually, let me check this Malaysia. I'll have to go to like their Twitter to get the country. It is about this account. Yeah, Malaysia. So they're in Malaysia, so it is cheaper there. But I have to imagine most likely they're like semi-disabled or something along those lines, and they're able to like watch VODs of random creators and be paid for it. It's not a bad deal, because the guy is just, you know, using the Twitch clip thing. And maybe have a good sleep, Acacia. Until next time. We do have tea tomorrow. Oh gosh, tomorrow, for anyone who doesn't know, tomorrow's tea stream is going to be interesting. It is, I'm be drinking a tea. Okay, I'll be drinking 3 teas usual, but one of them is a tea that scares me. Let me get the thumbnail up. Here we go. If anyone hasn't seen it. So, the tea for tomorrow is a tea that it might contain hair due to how it is. It hopefully doesn't. Like, I'm sure they try to the best to have it clean. But due to the way that this tea is made, it clumps up really early in the process before they're able to, like, sort and clean it. This is not clickbait. This is, like, a reality. It could contain hair. Oh, so if you go really close, you see that right there? Can you guys see that? Like, that little strand on the right there? I think that's a thread, not hair. But they're just not able to... There's definitely... Yeah. Yeah, so, like, yeah. So it's definitely, like... It's a little... Yeah. It's a health-wise, I think the health-wise, they end up, like, being safe. I don't know. So because the issue is, so this type of tea clumps up really early in the process when it would normally sort it out. So it's all clumped up already. So there's just not much they can do. That's why it's all chunky like that. But so do I clickbait you that much? I feel like I should be clickbaiting like this. This isn't clickbait, but I should be doing thumbnails like this. I mean, we'll see how tomorrow goes, but I'm too afraid to do that. Would just likely hurt myself as a creator, you know? But check something. We've got okay, we're good. I thought I saw something important. Yeah, let me check to see if there's more marshmallow questions. We do not have any more marshmallows. Understandable. Yeah, so again, that's going to be interesting. It is specifically, if you ever look up Lao Cha Tao, La Cha Tao is what they're called. I'll be drinking the 2021 Wood Chips Lao Cha Tao. Is what it is. Wait. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, you know, it's weird. Like, I guess my life isn't bad. I just wished I had, and I like getting to Japan. I had someone that helps me, right? And then once I'm here, there's not really. It's just the work visa. It's just like once I'm here, I've been kind of on my own. It's been kind of hard, but I don't know. There's options. There is a visa lawyer you can get. You can also consider there's some services. But then researching those services is a lot of work. It just it's hard. It's hard. I'm I'm doing my best, but like life could be a lot worse because like I do still 100% think that this move to Japan was the right move because like every time I see something about the States, I knew I had to move, and I also see stuff about like where I was living in Vegas. Vegas is continually getting worse, continually getting more expensive. Like the stuff has not gone as bad as quickly as I thought it would in the States. But it's still headed that direction. Like, I think I knew I needed to get out before things got too bad, essentially, is my thing. Like, I knew that I had to, like, I had to, what's it called? I don't know, it's just fine, because like I knew what I was doing wouldn't work forever. So you have to, if you get stuck in a rut, sometimes you have to make a leap of faith. And that's kind of what I did with Japan. And even if it would have worked 2-3 years ago, like my only regret is not doing this earlier. Because if I would have done this in like 2022, like financially I could have. If I would have done this like 2022 or something, this stuff was a lot easier. Like that's my only regret, that I kind of was too late to do this stuff, right? Like we'll still I'm still like I've been doing the vlogs, and let me check how the current I want to check out the current what it's doing. Looks like because I put a I put up a video earlier. Oh, thanks so much to follow. That is Mary Iram. Iram? Iram? Thanks so much to follow, Mary. You're now with a magical friend. We are just chatting about Japan right now and my little life update. I've been here for like 6 months, or I'm on my 6th month. Stuff has definitely not gone according to plans, but I could be a lot worse off. Like, a lot of my friends that are in the States are, quite frankly, worse off. Like, in some ways, like, a good example, like, Rexy is in a really rough spot right now, and she's moving to New Mexico, which I'm really happy for her. The thing is with Rexy is, like, she's going to move to New Mexico, and that won't be the worst move ever. But I still think she's going for a much rougher time. Because, like, she really needs to move. Like, you know, it's Pride Month. Like, all of my LGBTQ plus friends, and especially trans friends, are really trying to leave. Like, I took the, you know, all the trans people otherwise having issues as a good sign to leave, as like a canary in the coal mines, rather, right? Because, like, when you have the minorities, you know, speaking out about stuff, and it's getting really, really bad for them, it's only a matter of time until, I mean, it gets bad for, like, everyone else, right? And we're starting to see that as well in the States, and it's easier to move earlier than later, is why I took the leap to Japan. But it's just rough. It's rough. It's really rough. Like, I wished I had, you know, like, some people will move to like country and they'll just be like a significant other or something. I wished I had like a partner that would help me get through this, because I think it was really hard. Like, excuse me, if I had like a partner that I've been really burpy today, by the way. Have you guys noticed that? I think more than usual. Anyways, hiding Minto. Here, the only time I hear, so it's actually, it's, I commissioned it on Skeb, the little BGM. Yeah, so I commissioned on Skeb, years ago. Luckily, it was long enough ago where I'm not worried about being AI, because it was pretty cheap. Gosh, if I commissioned something that cheap from VGen now or something, I would be worried about it being AI. But it was like 2022. But, you know. But it is my own VGem. I also have this one. I also have... That's going through, right? Yeah. I know it's a little low on volume. And I also has this one. I should have said this as the ending theme, but I have 3 of them I got from that artist. Perfect Circle was their name. But I generally use this one. It's kind of like Animal Crossing-esque. It's like a rip-off Animal Crossing BGM, essentially. I do have one of my BGMs on my YouTube. It's the one I use for intros. This one, I have this one, I believe, on my YouTube. I don't have the other ones. I should just post them on there. But, you know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Yeah. Yeah, I do really like them. They're very, because, like, we have to be careful with like, or not careful, but, like, we have to think about worry is, you want something that's not, like, too distracting. Like, there's also a lot of if anyone here is like any creators wants a BGM that's like free to use, I would highly suggest Dova Syndrome. Dova Syndrome is like a Japanese like royalty free like music site. Now that's not where mine is, but a lot of like corpo VTubers just will find something to like on Dova Syndrome. And you're playing some Poca P. Phoenix, you're playing some Poca P, I'm assuming. But Lyra, let me see if I can link the. Let me go to Skeb. I can link the artisans on there. Let me go. User page. I should be able to. Here we go. Looks like they're not currently doing commissions anymore. Can I see when the last one was done? Date-wise, or I don't even have dates. Is there dates? Yeah, but I'll put. I know. So I do have them. Oh, okay. No. It looks like they switched to doing it through email. So it's at $30 now, which is a lot more than it were previously. But I think that's very much fair still. Let me. Here. This is the artist, the Skeb artist. Well, they don't do it on Skeb, it looks like, anymore. It doesn't look like they do on Skeb. But so it looks like, see, it does look like they still do commissions, but I don't think it's just for. I think it's not for Skebs anymore. I don't know if they had issues with Skeb. Maybe Skeb takes a big cut, or that's very curious. It's very curious. I don't know. I don't know. But I guess that doesn't matter too much. They also, one cool thing though, I guess, or whatever, what you can see however you want to see it, but it seems like what they do is they have, I mean, it depends on what, here's the thing. I think they take the stuff they make and they have it in like an album. But I don't know if it's all of them. No, it is okay. I'm looking at it now. It's not all of them. I don't know. I thought that wasn't. Never mind. Never ignore what I said a second ago. This is a separate one they had on their album on the L site. Yeah, I can't. Actually, you know what? I'm going to check what I paid for mine. Because, again, it looks like they charge $30 US now. But if I go to my account, my user page, quest, complete. Yeah, I paid 2,000 yen. So I guess it hasn't gone up that much. I also paid higher though. So I think they used to be 1,000, like 1,500 yen. I haven't used Skeb since that commission 2025. This is old. It's my. I haven't used it since 2025. That's when I commissioned. I was looking at the Skeb commissions. It's old Skeb. I mean, yeah, I just haven't used Skeb in a while because like there's been issues with them having AI these days or something I hear. I think one of mine possibly could have been with that towards the later end. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. I'm too wary of using Skeb for that now. Because like, I don't know. I haven't used again. I've not used Skeb since like like last year. What changed? Like Skeb. I don't know how. I'm sure they ban people to use it. But it's just, I just have trust issues with AI and stuff where there's no communication, right? Oh, so Shy Guy, welcome on in. It's just really easy for an artist on Skeb to scam you. You know? Like, I don't know if there's like... Yeah. It's just really easy. I don't know if there's like Skeb AI rules. Okay. This is the creators. Okay, it looks like Skip does not allow AI, but doesn't mean it's not on there. So, I guess that. Oh, so what's this? Is this what is Legend of Spur? It's a. Oh, this looks like a. Is that a YouTube series or? Is that like a rip-off Lightning McQueen? What is this show? Shy Guy, what is this show? It looks like the Cars universe, but weirder. Like, maybe it's good, sure, whatever, but interesting. Interesting. I'm drinking some more of this tea. Yeah, it's just... I think what it comes down to, yeah, Minto, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I've been talking about it. I've been talking about this, but like, yeah, I've been in Japan for 6 months, or I'm on my 6th month, and I'm here as a student, and like my future here is, I mean, things have not been going according to plan. I don't know if I'll be able to stay here. Like I've been talking about this some event channel on my Discord, but I don't know. Because like my original path to stay here was basically removed within a few weeks of me being here, which is rough, right? Or kind of like was removed as I moved here. So like, I'll still try to stay, but it's rough. It's really, really, really rough. Let me see if I can. I'll double check to see if any skips. No skips. Here we go. And welcome on in, Jaden. Why was there a move? Okay. So the path to Japan I was going to take was by starting a business in Japan, and they changed the requirements to basically make it impossible. And their thinking of it is that there's a lot of like paper businesses. Like people would move here for like $30,000 used to be able to move to Japan and live. So it costs $30,000. But I could have invested $30,000 into merch for making it online or something, or it's just, but now they raise the requirement and it's basically impossible now. Like even ignoring the money, the hard here. Let me pop up the requirements now. Japan business manager visa requirements. Okay. So it went from 5 billion yen to 30 billion yen. 5 million yen is $30,000. So do the math. You now must hire at least one full-time employee. They must be a Japanese national, permanent resident, or a spouse of Japanese. Yeah, so like, application or a full-time employee must hold JLPT N2. So I need to have at least one employee that has N2 or better. Now here's the thing that would really screw me is you now need 3 years of manager like experience. Or a doctor's or a professional degree. Like, I might be able to squeeze by there. You need to get your business plan verified by an expert. It's rough. It's really rough. So, like... Okay, so, like, oops. So it's like $186,000 is what you need to invest in your business now, which is not like a crazy amount for a business. Honestly, it's really not. Like, let's see. If I were to start a business, good morning, Frosty. So let's say, so you now need to invest like $190,000. I think I could hit that. Like, I don't have the money to do it, but like, if I was like a business starting, I think it would be not too hard to hit that. But like, let's say my idea for a business would be to starting like a bakery tea shop that uses like the teas in the baked good stuff. Let's say I invest, let's say $50,000 in like the mixing machines and the mixers and some proofing stuff, and you could probably spend another $30,000 on ovens. You still need another $100,000 though. So like, my numbers I pulled out of my butt there are really high to begin with, and I'm still, I could probably think of a way to invest $80,000 in the business. Okay, if not that, what else would you do? I guess you could just buy a building. You could probably buy a building for like, that's probably the way to do it. It's just to buy a building. So let's say you buy the building for like 120,000. That's the way to do it. That's going to be the way. You're going to buy a business building. And that's the only way I see this working. Because, like, it's so much money. And it's like, it has to be capital. So it has to be like your tools, your whatever you need to run a business. And like, so if you were to start, let's say you start like a restaurant, it'd be like the fryers and all that stuff. I think the best thing to do would be to buy the building if they allowed that. But let's say you figure out the money stuff for that. You still would need, again, have your full-time employee. You have the business experience verified that, and the accountability. The other thing is really messed up for the new business manager visa is you're not supposed to work any other like employment outside of that. You would have to encapsulate all of your stuff inside of your. I would be able to do it with it, but it's rough. It's really rough. Like, it's really, you know, said to be, I don't know. That dream is dead. It's like I had a dream. I had a dream, and the dream is dead in the ground. It's fine. Like I still think I've grown a lot by moving here to Japan for like even to 6 months. Like I've grown a ton as like a person. I've gotten more confident in myself. I've, you know, been, yeah, it's just like I'm not afraid to show my face anymore and stuff like that. But it's hard. It's just really hard because like I do worry. I don't know. Like the thing is, like I luckily do have the ability to make stuff work. Like here, I'm gonna go open up the Netherlands. Netherlands. I think there's like a self-employed visa in Netherlands. Let me double check that. There's like a self-employed visa, I believe. Is it USA? Okay. Is there a self-employed artist? Requirements. Your work essential, the economy. I mean income requirements. I think I might be able to do a self-employed visa in Netherlands, which that'd be perfect. Because if I get a self-employed visa, I don't know if I qualify because I think it's supposed to be artist. You're a freelancer, you must have 1 or more commissions. Okay, so you must have 1 or more commissions. I think no, I think I can't. So like, they're talking about. It might be complicated. I theoretically maybe. I could check. Self-employed. Let me look. So Netherlands self. Let me see if I could do that. Because I wonder if that's like allowed. Because if it is, it's like my best path. Let's see. Self-employed fees. Okay, I see Reddit post. Most industry activity are vital to the Dutch economy. Worker points we have to probably. Okay. Hi, Cyan. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Retro Chamber comments. It comes from numerous years. Hard, but the part is where the self-employed person are. Okay, it looks like the chance that you will hire. Gosh, I think it doesn't work. If that's a bit of a student. But gosh, okay, it looks like I don't know. I might also just like visa hop. It's really hard. So I'm looking at now. I don't know if I can do the self-employed visa. But there's also you can also start a business as well. I might just do that. I don't know. It's complicated. It's complicated. Huh. I will figure it out. But I don't know. It's just it's just one of those things. Because like the thing is, I could theoretically, like I was saying earlier, there's not too much to worry about. How come you come up with these recipes? How do I come up with the what recipes, Cyan? I'm talking about the rest. I haven't done a cooking stream in a while. What do you mean recipes? But it's just no. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Cyan. But the recipes I used to have on stream, I would find some. Oh, the recipes I used to have on stream. Usually, I would find a recipe online, and like sometimes I would test it before. I have not done like a proper cooking stream in a while. But that's how I usually would do it. Like I would find a recipe I would want to try out, and I would try it on stream or whatnot. Just from like online or otherwise. But hiding David, you tried spaghetti? What if you're never gonna cook again? Oh no, did you destroy your kitchen, David? And Drench, welcome on in. I didn't do it to Drench. It was TikTok. Let me open up. So, Drench, TikTok did that to my... They suspended it. It's not me. They have not liked me recently. No. Like, let me see if I can pulp up the thing for, like, the peels, whatever. Yeah, they've been suspending my gifts a lot. I'll see if I can open up the... Because right now I'm streaming in different... Surprise Sequa! But I've been... Bonk! Bah! But yeah, I'm streaming to TikTok in a different way I used to stream it. And I don't know if they're not liking it, but at least it's less work. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. But I don't know. Let me see if I can open up the appeal center to see what they're yelling me about. If it doesn't break stuff doing this, at least. Because the way I'm doing it is for a program called Restream. Because I was previously using like a whole dedicated program. It was a little... It's a little janky. It also didn't really work well when I was doing my IRL setups. But... Oh, by the way, David, speaking of spaghetti, I've had spaghetti like twice from the market here in Japan. It's sure is something. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's see. Let me see if I can find my... see if I can find the stuff. Policies. Profile? No, is it profile? Live Center. I think it's here. I think it's button. Yeah, here it is. Live Center. Live Center. Okay. Let's see if I can find where it is giving me a restriction. Restrictions. 6.6 for current live. Repeated or prolonged. It's just for the current live, though. I mean, I'll submit the appeal. Hiding Felix and Mercy. Mercy, welcome on in, Mercy Bunny. Welcome on in. Yeah, it looks like they thought having off-screen or non-interactive. I don't know. I don't know what they're mad about. I really don't know. But, well, hopefully they deal with that, I suppose. Like your name, Felix? It sure is a name, Felix. It sure is a name. Oh, gosh. I think there's an option somewhere to... I don't know. I don't know. Not brain tooling bird right now. Don't worry about that. We might wrap up soon, honestly. If anyone has any final questions, do make sure to get them in. I think we'll wrap up before the next Twitch ad, which is like in 10 minutes. But I'm also getting hungry as well. But I'm getting eepy. But let me see if there's any more marshmallow questions. Oh, we're good. We're all caught up. Oh gosh. I'm gonna sort of reiterate. Yeah, it's reiterate. Oh, so French. I think French probably easier to learn than Japanese because it's closer to English than Japanese. But like, I think I had an issue being motivated to learn French because like, the only thing French would get me would be able to talk to French people, right? There's not a ton I would get from learning French. Whereas like learning Japanese, we have all like the anime and whatever, and the manga, and Japan, obviously in Japan as well. I mean, it would be cool to know French and other languages. But like, the only two languages that come to mind that like I feel like I would get a lot from learning are like Japanese and like Mandarin. But like Mandarin is even worse on like how hard of a language it is. Howdy, Cody. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. We are enjoying our little bit of a chat here. I was doing a little life update. Hope you're doing well. My brain goes burr. How's the groceries? Oh, you saw the groceries. They've been good. I had I'll post a video on YouTube in our places probably next week, but I did a little, for anyone who doesn't know what Cody's talking about, I like did a little video I posted on TikTok this morning, where I was just kind of showed what I got from my groceries. It was like 3,000 yen for a bunch of stuff. It was like 19 bucks. And I got 2 things of meat. I got hot dogs. I got like 6 potatoes, a big bag of carrots. What else did I get? Some Jellos. Is that all of it? Oh, we got a pizza thing, and I got this like pasta shrimp dish. So all of it. What's crazy is I know for a fact, like if I was in the States, the pizza thing and like the little pasta dish would have been, like. Those would have been alone almost the price of what I paid for the whole thing. And I mean, I haven't, so I've been eating the Jellos. Yes, I do eat those, especially like recently because like my throat is because I've been a little, my throat's, I'm still getting over whatever cold I had a while ago. You can hear my voice, I'm sure. But, and the pizza and the pasta dish, if you watch through the whole, I know it's like 3 minutes, but if you watch through that whole video, I did actually try the pizza and the little pasta thing at the end of it. What I've been trying to do is I know like some of them my vlog. How are you doing, Jazza? Welcome on in. How are you doing, Jazz? I'm doing well. I've been trying to make sure that my vlogs are under 3 minutes. And the reason I say try to keep Jazz. Just sad. Sad? Just sad, right? I know who you are, but I always forget how to say your name. I do recognize you. What flavor do you want? This Jello? Oh my god, I had a vanilla Jello. It was really good once, but otherwise, I think melon Jello is my favorite. Jess, yeah. I am not. I never said I was Nafumi, huh? Also, Mr. BX, welcome on in. Yeah, I think Jess is usually what I call you. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if I've had a watermelon Jello. Hey, well, come on in, Mr. BX. We're just chatting about, we might be wrapping up here soon, but we're chatting about I've been here in Japan for a while. And, you know, stuff has not gone according to plans, but down to like Q&A as well. Little life updates. There's one what, Cody? Yeah, there is watermelon Jello. I haven't had it. How to buy food in Japan? Great. Honestly, I wish that I was like, gosh, if I had settled here in Japan to where like I knew where I was living, I was like able to stay. I would be buying so much stuff. I just have been hesitant to buy like figures because like I don't know what my life is gonna look like in 6 months or 8 months, a year. So it's like I don't want to buy something and then have to get rid of it in like a year, you know? That's the hard thing about being like a student. But I am by Tokyo. I am in like technically I'm in Chiba, but like just outside of Tokyo, and my classes are in Tokyo. But I did that as like a way to like I said a way to get cheaper rent basically. I take like a half an hour trade in. Not too bad. Tokyo. It's just the one that was end up going with it. Tokyo is good for a beginner, as in like Tokyo's more like English friendly and whatnot. But like, I just went with the one that I was able to get into. Quite frankly, it seemed fine. Like I found one that like seemed good and I could get into. That's all. So welcome on in, Star. Chess, I'm doing okay for most part. Oh, I'll probably talk about more tomorrow during tea. But I started playing I started playing a game recently, Slay Spire, because as you guys might know, I'm bad about I don't play games that much. Cat. I don't play games that much, but I picked up Slay the Spire, and I've been playing that a good bit. But yeah, again, I'm just going to language school in Tokyo, and there's a bajillion different language schools. I just end up with one that seemed like it'd work. It's fine. Ah, like I could have. I mean, because I always had to want one to accept me or whatever. Yada yada yada. I'm sure it's better language schools than the one I went to, but yeah. The funny thing is, like the requirement to get into language school in Japan changed after I was here, and I don't think I would be accepted now. Like, you need like a higher level of Japanese than I have because I've been struggling to learn. So like, it's rough. I mean, it's probably a good thing. I think people like myself, like, I'm still struggling with Japanese. Maybe it's not for me. So maybe it would make sense if they, only went towards people that, actually had a chance of learning, right? But I made, the only thing I made it in time to was language school. Every door is closing besides that. Hiding, oh god. Yeah, I'm just gonna, there we go. Give me a second. And there we go. Problem solved. Whatever. What kind of troll is that? Anyways. How are you doing, Hussein? Hope you're doing well. We're wrapping up here a little bit, but I hope you're doing well. We're just talking about my life in Japan. Stuff has not been going according to plan. It's fine though. It's fine. It's fine. Let me see if there's somewhere to send you guys off over to. I'm sure there is. We got... maybe this person. They're doing like a debut. Let me see. Well, I think they're like done at their debut, but let me check. Sure. I think they're like basically done. But let's go over to the, so we're gonna do right over there. Magical 6 months in Japan raid. I'll get time codes for the marshmallows later for people that asked them. Yada yada yada. Thanks so much for joining me, everyone. We're gonna wrap up here. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Tomorrow we'll be doing tea. We'll be doing tea tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow for tea. Do stay for the raid. Do stay for the raid. Do stay for the raid. We're going over to another VTubers having a debut. They're like at the end of their debut, but I think it's still going. So they have not rated out yet, so we're good. Oh, they just had like a giant gift. Yeah, they're good. Okay. Okay, we're gonna raid over. Thanks so much. Put the raid message in chat. I'll get some rest. I'll see you guys on Discord. Go join my Discord. Yada yada yada. I'll see you guys on the other side. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining me. I'll get some rest and food. Yes.